one word has been changed in Australia's national anthem to reflect what the Prime Minister calls the spirit of unity. The second line of Advance Australia Fair has been changed from "For we are young and free" to "One and Free." Joining me now live is Kel Richards, wordsmith and author. Kel, good morning. Young to one, is that more of a symbolic change?
It is, and it also reflects the fact that we as Australians are very relaxed about our national anthem. I mean, the Americans have got Stars and Stripes, you know, "Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light" and all that stuff, which is about their war of independence. If you suggested changing any words in that, there'd be a riot. But here in Australia, we've chucked out one national anthem and brought in another one, which we did in 1977. Then in 1984, we changed the first line of that from "Australia's sons let us rejoice" to "Australians all let us rejoice." So I don't think we care. I think this is going to be really acceptable to most Australians. Young and free, one and free, don't care, get on with it, let's organise a barbie for Saturday. We are just not as wedded to our national anthem. And in fact, there's a campaign which our own Chris Kenny has been running to change the whole national anthem to Bruce Woodley's song "I Am Australian," and that might happen. It might be our third national anthem. So for some reason, we are just really relaxed about the words we sing in the national anthem. We seem not to mind very much.
Well, yes, so far, Kel, the feedback to that one change has been very positive. What does that represent, do you think, or say about our culture?
I think it means we are, as Australians, don't wear our national pride on our sleeve the way the Americans do. We know we're really comfortable being Australians. We don't need to wave flags and make a noise about it. The Prime Minister, interestingly, when he announced this change, he thinks it's to do with the spirit of Australia. He used the word spirit 4 times in his announcement. Now, I had a look at that and analysed it as a wordie. And I think the word spirit has been turned by politicians into an empty word, what I would call a puff word, which doesn't mean anything. If you don't have anything to say, talk about the spirit of Australia or the spirit of this ancient land or the spirit of liberty or the spirit of freedom. And most of the expressions he used are nonsense expressions. He talked about the spirit of liberty. Tell that to Melburnians who spent months under house arrest. He talked about the spirit of unity. I'm sorry, all the borders get locked down. So the way the politicians talk about it is just puffery. But for the rest of us, I think what it says is we are relaxed about being Australian.
Well, that's right. The spirit of unity at a time, Kel, where the country is really divided, as you said, over border closures. Just on another word, though, we're the only anthem in the world to use the word "girt." I mean, personally, I don't even know what that means. Yes. I would have to Google it. What does it mean, Kel?
It actually means encircled. So girdle, the thing that women used to wear 50, 60 years ago, comes from the same source word. So girt by, girdled by means roundabout. And we are the only national anthem in the world which has got that word in it for the time being, until we chuck out this one and get another national anthem. So we should celebrate the fact we have a slightly unique national anthem. And can I tell you that some years ago, the old Auntie Jack team of Graham Bond and Rory O'Donoghue once wrote what they called a national anthem for Wollongong. And it included the memorable line, "Girt by sea on one side." Now, that I really like.
I really like that too, Kel. Look, a fascinating play on words, but, you know, it's been with us for so long, and good to see people accepting that change that we saw.